This is one of the only battle-tested tanks in the world fitted with a gas turbine engine, which can also be called a jet engine. That's right, a jet engine inside a tank. Let us look at the interiors of the Abrams, the commander, and the gunner, and how they operate the fire control system. To engage the enemies explained in the basic step-by-step format in the video ahead. We will also be looking at this trophy countermeasure system, which engages in neutralizing any RPG or missiles fired at it. And not to forget the main armament, especially the multipurpose round, and how they work after being fired from this 120mm smoothbore gun. Oh yes, the unbiased pros and cons of this main battle tank. So stay tuned and don't miss a beat. This is the M60A3 Patents, built in the 1970s. It was the main reason the M1 Abrams line of tanks was built. This is the M1A1 tank in service with U.S. Army in 1986. Moving to the sides is the M1A2, and this is the M1A2C. This mine-clearing plow could also be fitted to both the version, which was one of the main demands in urban warfare. Interestingly, this is also similar to this Leopard 2 tanks, as they both came from this joint MBT program animated in our recent video. Anyways, enough history lessons, let's get straight to the basic engineering behind it. We will be looking at this M1A2C Abrams with Tusk. Its full form is Tank Urban Survivability Kit. This tank commands a length of 9.83 meters or 32 feet long. The width of this tank is at around 3.66 meters or 12 feet, while considering the Tusk 2 edition is around 4.34 meters or 14.2 feet. The height of this tank is around 2.95 meters or 9.7 feet. It has a combat weight of 61 tons, making it one of the heaviest tanks in the world, just behind this Argent MBT. Let's compare this to a person to understand its size, even better compared with the German Leopard tank and the Russian T-90. The Russian T-90 was intentionally made to have a lower profile than our Western tanks, all at a cost of around $4 million. The Leopard was made at a cost of around $7 million. And top place goes to our American tank, the Abrams, at $8 to $10 million, with all the added features of Tank Urban Survivability Kit. It's pricey enough to manufacture these beauties, and we just keep building them, pouring money into wars, jacking up the national debt along the way. No wonder over half the Americans making over 6 figures live paycheck to paycheck. They're pouring hundreds of millions into assets that aren't necessarily correlated to the stock market. But hedge fund CEO Ken Griffin and his peers aren't just sitting on their hands, only putting their money in savings where inflation will sap it away. Because even if the stock market flatlines this year as they expect, these low correlation assets can continue to climb higher and higher. But how can we easily invest in low correlation assets? According to a recent report by Citibank, the asset with the lowest correlation to the stock market of any major asset class was contemporary art. That's right, contemporary art prices have more than doubled the S&P 500's total return over the last 26 years. Now, this market used to be hard to get into, but master